Welcome back. A couple of special guests in the studio. Personal friend Linda Grills.
It's nice to see you,
Good to see
Michael.
you, Linda. This is Jason Russell. They're from the Miners Hall Museum with a great event coming up. Tell us about a night at Camp Franklin, Linda.
Well, great. It's a fundraiser for the museum, and we were coming up with ideas for what we wanted to do and decided that we'd do a reenactment of what it would be like to live in a mining camp. The story of mining in southeast Kansas is so great, and the type of people that we had, and we figured that if people could go to different stations and listen to an actor speak about what it was like to be an immigrant, 14 years old, and getting off a train, not being able to speak the language. And we have 5 different spots that people will come to, visitors will come to, and they'll listen to a little vignette of what it was like to live in a mining camp.
Jason, I know it's immigrants, miners, and moonshiners.
Exactly.
Tell us when we listen to these stories what we can expect.
Well, you're going to expect a wide range of really just what life was really like back then. Everyday life, from listening for that bell to go off that maybe an accident occurred, or really what it was like to do that every day, the trek out to the moonshine still, those kind of things like that. So
from a historical perspective, how do you do the research on that to make it as realistic as possible for the people that come to a night at Camp Franklin?
Well, Linda would be better.
Well, the stories that we're going to reenact are real stories. We have a museum, or in the museum we have a library that is full of stories from different coal camps, different communities, different nationalities, and the folks just, you know, the stories are just, they just bubble. There's just stories everywhere. And this is going to be fun. It's going to be educational, but it's also going to let you see what it was like to, for a miner to work in a 3 feet tall, 12-hour days with just the coal lamp on his head. So,
generationally speaking, Jason, it's such a wonderful family fun event. Talk about the ability to talk to a younger generation about the heritage of the 4 states.
It's going to be very important for the youth to be out and learning about these kind of things. It's not really an opportunity that you gain that much, so it's going to be a great opportunity for kids of all ages to come out and learn a little bit about the history of southeast Kansas and about mining in general. I think it's really important to gain that knowledge.
I want you to take this time, Linda, to pat yourself in the museum on the back. Many people who have not been there maybe not know that people who are doing documentaries on miners will come from around the United States, if not the world, to take advantage of your resources.
Yes.
If you've never been there before, tell me what's inside the museum.
well, you get to walk through the museum and see what the different artifacts that we have on coal mining. And it takes you through, it tells a story of people when they got here, been working in the mine, the kinds of pay they got when they worked for Script, and they had company stores, a little bit about their education and their entertainment. And then we also have a quarterly exhibit every quarter that focuses on something different. So it just is a glimpse into what it was like.
Let's do the details on a night at Camp Franklin, because I know there's also something very important that you wanted to point out. While it runs from 6:30 to 9 on the 14th and the 15th from 6 to 9, you don't have to be there all
No,
night.
not the whole time. It's going to take about 30 minutes to run through to the tour. We're open anytime between those hours, and we probably even extend them a little bit. But it's going to be on the grounds, and it's kind of an alternative to, you know, spook houses and things like that people go through. We think being at night and outdoors, it's going to be fun.
And a personal plug, if you've never been to the Miners Hall Museum anywhere, and you live anywhere in the 4 states, you're missing out on a wonderful resource.
Thank you, Michael.
Linda Grills, Jason Russell from the Miners Hall Museum. We'll have more KOM Morning News right after this.